everyone. This time I'm gonna try another maybe seemingly easier and cheaper way of traveling. So before I used to fly from Vientiane to Bangkok, then to Bangkok to Delhi or Kolkata, right? But this time the flights from Vientiane, I mean all the flights connecting to Vientiane used to be like a little more pricey, right? So this time I'm going to cross over the border to Thailand, then take the flight there. So I'm going to share my experiences this time. Now I'm starting from Vientiane. I book a cab for about 200,000 kip to the border, and from the border I get the bus, right, to cross the border to the Thailand side, and after which I'm going to get a cab over there as well. So let's see how this experience is going to go about. Yeah, so like I said, I took a cab and that was 200,000 kip, right, from the city to the border, and that is about $10, which is 800 rupees to the border, right? And after this we're gonna get 20,000 kip ticket to the Thai border, and which is just like 80 rupees, $1, right? $1, not hardly $1. So beyond that, as I go on, I'm gonna grab a cab again, and they are saying it's 1,000 baht. So 1,000 baht is about $25, roughly $25 to $30, which is to say 1,800 rupees, right, from the border to the airport. And so if we calculate the expenses from the airport to Vientiane, which is just $40, roughly $40, all the expenses included, right? $10 from the city to the border, and from the border to the Thai border is $1, so $10. And let's say if you book a cab by yourself, one person, then it's going to be, let's say, $25. So it's $35 from Vientiane to Udon Thani airport. And even the flight ticket from Udon is very cheap in Thailand. So that's way cheaper. If we have to book a flight to Thailand, any place, especially Indians flying from Vientiane directly to Kolkata or something, it's like it goes up to $300-$400, right? But if we get into Thai and then book some flight that connects directly from Thailand to India, then it's way cheaper. So I'm going to talk more about that eventually, but yeah, for now this is Laos border. Okay? As I crossed the border in Thailand, right, I thought I'll be paying the visa fee, but I wasn't paying visa fees. So like it's free. Now, which is to say, it's almost the same as me moving from one city to another city, right? Now, as soon as I get out of the immigration counter, there's this bus waiting for me, right? And it's like 100 baht to the city center. And then once I reach there, I'm gonna grab a cab, because like if I grab a cab from here, then that's gonna be expensive. It's gonna be about like 1,000 baht or something. But now, since I have taken this bus to the city center and it's already near to the airport, then it's gonna be cheaper. So let's see how much they're gonna charge, right? So one interesting thing again, see the bus conductor, right, came and took my my fare, bus fare, and then I just asked him how much I'm gonna pay from the city center to the airport, and they said it's 100 baht. 100 baht is like about 240 rupees, right? So 240 rupees would be $3. So I reached Udon Thani bus terminal 1, right? And now from here I'm going to take a tuk-tuk. So taking a tuk-tuk cost me another 100 baht. So which is to say, from the border to airport, it's just 200 baht. Yeah, 200 baht. So it's interesting. It's like nice. This is a very good experience. All right, I'll see you guys on the way. Places are beautiful here. Okay. So I'm headed to the airport. I'm told it's very near, 10 to 15 minutes from the bus terminal 1 Udon Thani. Right? Okay. So let's see how the road is once we get out of this village, the town. One thing I noticed here is like the tuk-tuk here is like really clean. It's like the guy who is driving looks like an old man, actually older man, but I mean it's just squeaky clean, you know. Like look at how he maintains. It's a very old one actually, but very clean. Oh, this is the cool guy. So he kind of gave me a discount. Yeah, very clean. This tuk-tuk is very clean. So I just reached Udon Thani International Airport. See you guys from the inside. Do you see here? For monks only. This is how they regard people working for their religion, right? The priests and everyone. So the normal, average people, everyone will come and sit here. The seats like provided in all of it. It's almost empty actually. So there are quite a lot of space here, but they've provided this like VIP kind of a thing, and then kept the sign over there as for monks only. It's interesting, huh? So guys, I like reached the Udon Thani airport, right? And as soon as I got inside, I saw two of my friends, my two best buddies from South Africa. We worked together before, and just last night we were chatting and then talking about our plans for vacation, and they're planning to go to the Philippines, they told me. And then I was just telling them that I was going back to India, right? And then but we didn't talk which airport they're taking, how they're traveling, when they're flying out of Vientiane, nothing. And we just said, okay, since we are headed to a different direction, have a happy Christmas and a prosperous New Year. That's what we ended last night. And now, as soon as I got inside the airport to check in, right? And then the guy, Ricky, saw me, and then he was like, "Hey, loco, how are you?" Right? And then his wife, Loela, was like, "Hey, why are you shouting like that?" And then we were just talking for a few minutes, but I was worried, like, if I have to stand in line in queue, then maybe I'll be late. So I said they have checked in already. They were a little ahead. So I went to check in. And then it was so empty. And then I checked in and I came out, and I thought we're gonna see them, right? So I thought we're gonna meet. But I came in here, and it so happened that it seems the airport here in Udon Thani has different terminal for AirAsia. Specifically, the terminal 2 is specifically for AirAsia, and the other flights use the terminal 1. So now here the waiting place is like so spacey, as you can see. There's like almost so empty, right? It's so very empty there. So only AirAsia, and that's the advantage because AirAsia Thai, right? So I don't know if this is good or bad, but the restaurants here are kind of small, not as compared to those we find at Bangkok. But what I was saying is we were just talking about how they came here, and it seems they took taxi from the Laos border to the border, and then they cross by bus. Everybody do that. And after they reached Thailand, they took taxi, it seems, and I asked them how much they paid, and they paid 900 900 from the border to the airport. And if you travel the way I did, you're only paying 200 from the border to the bus terminal 1 Udon Thani, 100 baht, and then from the terminal 1 to the airport, 100 baht. So it's like 200 baht, 700 baht difference, right? Whereas in contrast as well, why I'm so particular about this, because the other day I had to rush from work because I got to work today, and I actually left our Christmas carnival. I really kind of miss it because I was the one who taught my students Christmas songs, and I really wish I could be there with them, but I wasn't aware that they're gonna be doing at night this late, and so I booked my ticket ahead of time. So that's how I had to rush out. And now what I was saying is, I was like trying to contact taxi drivers, and they were like, they will take me by 2,500 baht, 2,000 if you pay the like entry fee for the car at the border and stuff. So much of stories, but we're just going straight from one same vehicle, and we're paying 2,000, 2,500. Of course, one vehicle from the beginning to the last. But the thing is, it's just like we're going through the same thing. Even if they're traveling by the car, they will have to stop at the border to do the immigration, then get the bus and go in again, and then do the immigration on the Thai side, and then the car will be there waiting for you, right? That's the thing. But I took the taxi, then took the bus, and outside of the border of Thailand, I just came up, and then just when I woke up, just when I walk out of the immigration counter, the bus is just right there in front of me. So it's just like, it's just the difference, like you're traveling from the same vehicle, and me, I'm traveling from the different vehicle in bus and taxi and tuk-tuk, right? And by doing that, I paid 200 baht, and them, they paid 900. And from the Laos border side, they were asking like they would drop to the airport directly by 1,500 baht. So I reached Bangkok airport. DMK airport it is because I took the Air Asia flight, right? So we got two airports in Bangkok, Don Muan Airport and Suvarnabhumi Airport. And now I'm walking to a place where I can take a bus to the other airport. So just when we come out of the airport, there will be a lot of like taxi services, but if you take that, it's going to be expensive. But there's a shuttle bus. You just have to go to this terminal. Just have to ask for shuttle bus, and that's where I am. As we keep going, I saw this one. I was like kind of clueless. The language I speak is not too similar with the main Thai language, and so it's kind of hard to understand. But I think if we get this shuttle bus counter over here, then I think that's it. We look for it. But before, at the what's this, Udon Thani, the language I speak was like the same. So I was not, I wasn't feeling like I'm in Thailand anyway. But here, once I reach Bangkok, it's different. It's like the mainlanders. So the kind of language they speak is kind of different. But I understand, they understand me. But yeah, so I didn't want to talk to a lot of people, but I saw the sign here, right over here. Shuttle bus, right? Alright. So I'm gonna go get a ticket to get to the main airport. I got to this shuttle bus counter, right? And then I showed them my flight ticket and my passport, and they gave me the sticker to stick it on my chest, right? And then they told me to wait from there in the waiting area. So now the idea is they didn't take any money from me. If I have the flight ticket like if I'm going somewhere and I show them my flight ticket, then they're not charging me any money. It's like transfer between airport, right? Shuttle bus ride, all empty. Only 2 passenger and 1 driver. 3 of us in the whole shuttle bus. Enjoying the ride. Train over there. This also goes between the 2 airports actually. Sky train over there. Getting into the Suvarnabhumi airport was easy because they drop you right at the door. Now after we get in, there is one thing I remember to do. That is because I have experienced it. I have a small luggage here like this, like very small. It's like I can use it as a check-in baggage, right? But at Suvarnabhumi airport, everything that exceeds like 100 ml will be confiscated. And the last time I had to have a bitter experience because my perfume, they took away my perfume, right? I love and treasure that perfume, and then I had to throw. It was painful, and so I remember this time I have one in my bag. And normally, like if we don't have a luggage, we tend to put the whole thing, whatever we are carrying, in our bag, right? And eventually, we think our bag is a small one, and then we just use it for cabin bag. And when we get into the security check, they will tell us to scan our bag, and everything that is beyond the limit, they will just take it out, just dump it in the bin, right? And so that was painful experience. And so I remember, although I have this small bag, it's just 6.5 kilos here, and then I had to just like check it in, and that way it's easier. And so next time, if you happen to fly from Suvarnabhumi airport and then you have a small bag, but you happen to have like some quantity that's bigger than 100 ml, then you make sure. They're very particular. They don't care whether it's expensive or not. So you better like get it in to the check-in baggage place, right? And then travel light. Yeah. So I remember that, and I did. And at Suvarnabhumi, I think there's not much we can do, but there is one thing again. If you're tired, find a gate and then move closer to the gate and find a good place to sleep or relax. My journey this time was a really successful one. I've been to India for 2 weeks. Now I'm back to Vientiane again. And even on the day I came back, I did the similar way of me going from Vientiane to India, right? I booked my ticket from Imphal to Bangkok, and which cost me about $120 roughly. And that's very cheap, right? It's almost the same as like you traveling from one city to another city in India. Now, after I reached Bangkok, I took another flight from Bangkok to Udon, Thani, which is the border to Vientiane in Laos. So, the flight from Bangkok to Udon, Thani would only cost you $30. $30 would be about $1,800 to 2,000. I mean, not $1,000. I mean, 1,800 rupees, right? So from Bangkok to Udon Thani is 1,800 rupees, and from the border, from the airport to the Vientiane city would be about 1,000 baht, 2,000 at the most. And so from $30 from Bangkok to Udon Thani and another $30-$40 to get to Vientiane city. So it's you're reaching from Bangkok to Vientiane city by only like about 90 to $100. In contrast, if you have to book your flight from directly from Bangkok to Vientiane, you're for sure going to pay $150 at least, or 180 even, right? Or if you have to book your ticket from Kolkata to Vientiane, you're surely the least would be 250. And if you don't book it on time, then you're gonna pay 300. It even goes up to 400, $500. So by way of traveling in a different way, I think we're saving a lot in this one, right? It's not about us being cheap, but I think it's about us being informed of the options we have. And this time I'm very proud and happy of myself to have saved some money and at the same time enjoy the journey better. The last time I only go from Vientiane directly to Kolkata, then fly home, right? So this time I get to travel, meet people, get to see new places, and all those in a cheaper way of traveling, and it is fun. And if you guys have another question or any question, maybe you guys can put it up on the comment section. And that's all this time. Maybe I can do this stuffs more often in the near future. Thank you for coming this far. Let me just say something for the benefits of my few Lao friends who don't understand English and still follow me. สบายดีหมดทุกคนคนเราก็ไปเที่ยวอยู่อินเดียตลอดเลยเนาะแต่ก็อยากบอกว่าถ้าว่าเราขี่ยงไปวัดไตแอร์พอร์ตไปหาแบงกอกและแบงกอกไปอินเดียเนาะอันนั้นมันราคาแพงกว่าแต่ว่าเราไปทางอุดรแบงกอกอินเดียแล้วมันราคาถูกกว่าเพราะว่าตะกี้ค่อยก็ไปทางวัดไตตลอดแต่ปีนี้แม่นค่อยไปทางอุดรเลยราคาถูกกว่าอันใดก็ม่วนบนเที่ยวก็งามๆอยู่ขี่ยงไปก็ราคาถูกเนาะและไปทางอุดรเลยแม่นเฮาใจาย150ก็ฮอดอินเดียได้เข้าไหมอันนั้นแม่นถูกเนาะแต่เฮาไปทางวัดใต้เลยแม่นน้อยสุดแม่น250 300บางเทื่อเฮาใจ400 500ก็มีได้ทางหนึ่งไปวัดใต้ไปอินเดียเนาะและแต่ว่าไปทางอุดรนี่แม่น150ป้าทึกเถิดเนาะและมื้อหน้าไปเที่ยวอินเดียแล้วแม่นไปทางอุดรดีกว่าเด้ออันนั้นราคาถูกกว่าเวียงจันทน์ไปอุดรแม่นเฮาไปแนวใดเฮาแล้วแต่เฮาเนาะแต่ว่าอันนั้นแม่นราคาก็บ่แพงอยู่แล้วแต่ขี่ยงแม่นไปทางอุดรดีกว่าเด้อมีหยังถามและแม่นใส่อยู่คอมเมนต์ก็ได้เด้อที่ชูมเนี่ยมาตาอีตาวักคุเปตตาบราคัลไลนี่กูชูเจ้าก็ชูกนี่ลีก็เจโนจะโตเตียบุกะลิเฮตาวะบ่บ่มันดออันน่ะโอ้เฮว่าไม่จิตูสวาตาไลเดลิเซอันน่ะชูกะตาวาตาเซไม่จิอันนี้ปูฮีโอมัวแขฮีเสกะตามาเจเตระมาเจมมียตาเลดิกูชัวหมอดอเสยจงกะตาโนปุญญาบุเรดิเลเซ아이고 스마다 디 phone number 고 부마 먹고 고 프로소 phone numbers 부어버디 phone number 히나 direct na contact so bele ta talabro ne masa machi meja kalle maje madwa ka ba betu ko cha kalle ado. So those are two languages I speak for now. One is Lao language because I live here. I've been living here for almost 8 years. And the other language is called Mao language, like Mao Naga language, a language I speak growing up, right? Okay,